everybody. My name is Gundi. I came all the way from Germany, Deutschland, you know, the country of sauerkraut, lederhosen, Weizenbier, pretzels, Porsches, scorpions, or whatnot. Okay? So, excuse my accent, but, you know, I think you will understand what I tried to bring across. We got a new guitar synthesizer out, and this unit is called GR-55. And this unit is actually much more than a guitar synth. So let me explain. Just like you heard in the very first song, I was playing a regular guitar sound, but also two synth sound on top, like a piano and some strings. So it's much more than just a guitar synth, right? And this is due to the pickup right here. You have to use a GK3 hexaphonic pickup. You know, many people call it a MIDI pickup, but that's totally wrong. There's no MIDI involved here. So what it is, it's like 6 humbuckers, you know, in miniature format in this strip right here, okay? Each string gets picked up individually, and you can also connect your original guitar to this box, and you transmit all the signals with a 13-pin cable. So this is not a MIDI cable, and we're talking about, you know, normal pickup sounds right here. Of course, you can have synth-type sounds, two ones layered together along with, you know, a VG model Strat or Les Paul or acoustic guitar sounds. And also you have like a baby GT10 inside. So the potential of the GR-55 is massive and much more than just a guitar synth. Now let's straighten out the regular guitar sounds first, okay? Before we get to talk about synth sounds. And right here I got a open tuning happening. And this is why we put the VG99 technology into the guitar synth. And because of this pickup, I can detune my strings electronically. So this is open G tuning. I can even shut off strings, although they are ringing, okay? There's no E string happening. Next example, an acoustic guitar. And believe it or not, I stopped bringing an acoustic guitar to the stage, because what you get is, first of all, a very thin sound, because, you know, a piezo guitar just picks up the bridge, not the resonance of the body. This model also has, you know, the resonance and the microphone sound included, you know. Next thing on stage is microphonic problems, you know, no reverb, no chorus, no what, you know, other effects and stuff. So for me it's much better to use, you know, an electric guitar but get the image of an acoustic guitar. So here's a very famous riff. Massive effects, you know. Dave Gilmour. Alright. So here is a few amplifiers that I combined with guitars, a Les Paul and a Roland Jazz Chorus. This is a Fender Twin and a Telecaster. Right here we got a Strat with the Fender Deluxe. I don't know why I keep playing this riff. You know, it's so worn out, right? But it gets the point across. I should be playing something different. Listen to the dynamics, you know? It really cleans out just by playing softly. Here's a Brian May, Queenish kind of Vox AC30. Next amplifier I'm going to buy one of these days. You know, if I got the money, I want to have a matchless DC30. I think it's about 90 pounds or something like this, and I think 3 grand or something. All the Nashville players have these amplifiers. Fender Strat neck pickup onto a basement. Yeah. What about a Santana style boogie? And you got sustain. Lots of sustain. I mean, lots of sustain. Okay? When I was 17, I was searching for this tone. Couldn't find it. Didn't have the money. Alright? It's all right there. Alright, so here we got a Les Paul with a turned down tone pod onto a Marshall. What about 1978 Eddie Van Halen flat E-flat tuning and go. So these are regular guitar sound. Let me play one tune with a drop D tuning. Alright, so these are like conventional, straightforward guitar sounds that you can get with the GR-55. Now let's get to talk about synth type sounds. Here's a Scottish bagpipe with a guitar. Why not, huh? What about a heavy tone with brass? You can also get freaky with a loop. Trigger it, alright? Step on the pedal. Hold it. You know? Say, can you rap? You can. You got the color. You should be able to rap. Yo, they talk about you all over town. Your reputation better real, got, you know, something like this, huh? No? Okay. Now you can get funky on top of that loop. Why I show that to you is because you can get, you know, tonal textures that you've never heard before, okay? And usually musicians, they go, nah, I don't know, right? Because they're kind of caught in their cage, you know, doing the same thing over and over. But I'm looking for, like, new sounds. Check this out. This is like an acoustic guitar. And all of a sudden, the German techno strings come along, you know, the slide strings. Very romantic, inspiring. and easy to play. Just play along with the technology, but you don't have to change your playing style. This is rather cool. Here's a banjo with a very odd synth texture. This is the stuff that I personally expect, you know, something completely new, something different that, you know, everybody else is using. There's a patch inside that I made, you know, that is reminiscent of a song from Robin Trower, you know, Bridge of Sighs, way back in the 70s. Check this out. Now, there's a Fender Strat model with the neck pickup into a Univibe and a Marshall. Also a piano sound. And some wind, you know, blowing in the back to get all the sounds that he used on the record. And when you try the GR-55 for the first time, you know, you will discover that you can't let your hands off, because there's so many things that inspire you to make new music, good music, all right? Here's another one. Kind of U2 style, The Edge, U2, you know that guy? From Ireland, you know? Rich, very full sound. All right, here's a patch I made that reminds me on Kenny G. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, as a matter of fact. Not Kenny G. Sorry. Elevator music, right? Kenny Wayne Shepherd is also using a drop D tuning very often, combined with an organ. So this is a patch I used in the very beginning. So I created that with a delay. So my playing, you know, our arpeggios are just repeated with a piano and some strings. All right, you can also get freaky with some scary sound to make some fun, you know. So all kinds of stuff in there, 910 tones that you can choose and put two ones of those together.